What's up, guys? My name is CasualMancer, and this is League of Legends, and specifically League of Legends Ascension. So, immediately what you can see is that this mode is very different from the regular Dominion. I'm actually going into this blind because I have not played Dominion before, so I'm not that sure about it, but yeah, visually it looks great. I mean, it's cool to have the platforms. The outer ring is disabled, so you're portaling into the inner ring straight away. The icons that you see are disabled, so you can't go there, but we'll see that in a bit, actually. For now, we're just screwing you around. And also, there are different items for this game mode, so... and as well, you have the objectives being called out. You have to earn points, you have to ascend, teleport into battle, so it's really quite visceral, and together with the color scheme, it makes everything quite clear where you need to go and how it works. So right now, this is the first mechanic towards capturing the relic. It actually says that you are doing that, and that'll earn me some points. 2 points for me. And then this is the Ascended Xerath, so this is where you can actually, you know, if you kill him, you get a upgrade, you get a boost. And with that buff, you're actually able to kill a lot of people. As well, you start out with 4 levels, or 3 levels, making it a lot easier to start off. And this kind of felt like the old school hero arena in Warcraft 3 to me, in the sense that it's much more about playing the game, playing the characters, killing people, getting the objectives, and then going back out. Rather than, you know, getting great farm, getting good CS, and winning your lane, and then grouping up for team fights. This is much more about team fights straight away. And as you can see, I'm screwing up because I don't have my team with me. Let's see if I get out of here. No, I don't. And what's great about this mode as well, if you take a look towards the minimap, you can see the 5 areas. One of which is actually contested in the sense that both teams can portal there, as I'll be doing right now as well. Yep. Making it extra easy to come back into the fight, help your team again, and just allows for a much better flow of the game, all in all. York comes in, not a great time to be coming in because the 3 of us are here. If his team comes in though, we're screwed pretty much. I don't think they're going to be coming in that fast though. Let's see what happens. Sona ends up taking the kill, which is fine. I mean, this is Ascension, so it's not like the kills need to go to the players that need to carry, because everyone can carry in this mode. Especially if Sona builds a bit of AP. So the main way we've achieved to get some points here is by just racking up some kills. Rather than taking objectives. I, for example, have 1 kill, taken a 1 objective, which is not a lot, but this is my very first game, and I was getting into it. What's cool as well is that you have the Fog of War, sort of, which is the sand, so you don't get to see the entirety of the map, which allows for people to sneak up on you, which is really cool. Our Katarina is already godlike, which is pretty insane, but certain specific champions work quite well for these game modes. Assassins and possibly very tanky players, high mobility players or champions work well. Just a bit of trash talk right there. Yeah, so she's legendary, so we're getting carried right here. I mean, it's 50 to 9. Which is quite a lead. I'm not entirely sure if we win this one. I think we end up losing this one, so that's a really big throw. One of the downsides, though, you don't get to go back to your base and heal up. So if you go low, then you're basically screwed. And you also don't accumulate gold from getting kills. It's purely about scoring the points and buying the items through the ticking gold. So as you can see, the Ascended is still dead, and it takes a bit of time actually before he respawns. So our Ascended has died. Evident by the bar at the top. Once the Ascended has been killed, it'll show the icon of the person who actually killed him. Aside from buffering him. So here we go, here we go. Xerath is coming back in, and this will basically allow us to kill him again and buff one of our players. As you can see, this map really lends itself to kiting as well. Gragas should have actually taken the road up there because I believe the Fog of War would have covered him. Obviously that's a bit hard to know because you don't know what the enemy sees, obviously, but I imagine that would be the case. So I get Graves here in New York as well, I believe. Yeah. And now we're able to kill Xerath. Let's see if we get it. I don't know. Maybe I get it. Nope. So it's singed and immediately the screen changes to reflect that. They're gaining on us though. 68 to 29. And again, all these small things come together. I mean, I love the coloring and the way that it works in this map. It just looks awesome continuously. It's all these small things that really make it pop. Colors just go great together, and then you have this small mine shaft which goes under. It just looks really cool and really detailed. Again, I don't play Dominion at all actually, so this is completely new to me. But I think Riot really did a good job with the Ascension. The whole storytelling behind it is great. Even though it's not reflected that much in this game mode, it all just comes together quite nicely. This Cassiopeia helps out by having the proper skin for it as well. I think the Jade Fang really fits it thematically. As well as the relics sinking into the ground, those fit quite nicely as well. With the Ascension and the way that the tomb works, where Renekton followed after Xerath and he went mad and shit hit the fan basically. So this is utterly stupid of me. I'm chasing a Cassiopeia and there's no way in hell that I'm ever going to catch up to her. Her passive literally means that she's going to speed up whenever her, I believe it's her Q hits. So me chasing into that was silly. Simply mechanic-wise, that was never going to happen, and yeah, that's why she did a good job there. Obviously, she died in the end anyway, but after that, Riven was able to kill Katarina, so they still came out ahead. Portal back in, and immediately I moved towards the objective together with Gragas, because really, the way you're going to get points is by taking the objective rather than getting kills. And that's what I saw a lot of people do actually. Early on in the game, a lot of people were continuously trying to get kills, whereas it's much easier to continuously grab the objectives. And after the first day, people started realizing that, and it was really quite a difference. Games end much faster, and people weren't getting as high in their item builds. Which is actually pretty interesting, because what I'm building towards is actually an item that was introduced for Ascension, or I don't know, it might be in Dominion as well, don't quote me on that, but it's one of those items that grants 2 items for the price of 1, in the sense that it's a death cap as well as a Zonya's Hourglass, so it just really works towards this mod. I mean, it's supposed to be short games, and these items allow it to be short games while still having the benefit of having some great items. So here we just collapse on them and they get screwed over real bad because of it. There's no way that she's going to outrun us. But again, the way this is organized with all the clouds and the dust flying around, we waste a lot of time chasing a Riven for no particular reason. We should have gone for this objective rather than chasing her, because the 1 point that we get for killing her is not worth it at all. As you can see, we chased her nearly halfway across the map And here I'm trying to run away into the Dark Zone, but the Dark Zone won't allow you to run away, simply because it's Ascension. In Dominion that part would be accessible, but here I actually start using the objective way too soon, and that also places a debuff on me, which means that I can't use the one next to it. Another cool feature, as you might have seen, I was trying to run towards the health crystals so that I would have been able to heal slightly. It's doubtful if it's enough, but during a good team fight it might really help out, especially out of poison or such things running. So the graves of the enemy team is now ascended, and when you have an AD who actually is the ascended, they can do a shit ton of damage. Especially Graves because of his passive, which allows him to get more MR and more armor. Works well, actually. Katarina going in on her own, no way she's going to live against 3. But, at the same time, she stalls and we're able to get the objective. So what's interesting to me is that, for some reason, Gragas and I decide that it's a good idea to try and kill the Yorick. Whereas he's not a squishy target at all. He has a shit ton of armor and he has a lot of health, and his ghosts allow him to slow us down, as well as give him back health. Give health back to him. Same thing's gonna happen. Cassiopea's gonna try and kite. Good thing Singed actually has his ultimate, which he activated right there. She's not even gonna move anymore. But all in all, the narrative and the mechanics just work well together. These things have really been thought out quite well. And I think the reason this mode was interesting is the fact that it's only going to be around for a week. So, at the time that I'm recording this, it's still going on, but it'll probably have ended before I'm able to upload this. And it also has some specific rewards with 1 win you get an icon, 2 wins you get an icon, I think, or 3, and then 5 as well. And then there's a special one where if you don't let any of the enemy team ascend, it'll grant you an icon. So there's really quite specific requirements that you need to fulfill before you get the icons, which make the rewards all the more worth it. And the way this is integrated into the website as well, because you need to go to the website in order to claim your rewards. I think that's a really fun system to have, because it really draws players to visit the website and check out the other media as well, rather than just being in the game client the entire time. Because let's face it, it's not that excited, even with the new client, which is a huge upgrade, but still not that exciting. And storytelling wise, this is going to open up a lot of possibilities. I expect to see more of these Shurima mini website events. The cinematics as well, these tie in great. I'll be showing a different video on that about the cinematics, but those are great. Storytelling wise, they open up the stories of Cassiopeia, Sivir, Nasus, Renekton, Xerath, and of course Azir, Emperor of the Sands. That's only one part that I really was hoping for, is that Azir would have been in this patch as well and allowed us to play with him on this map, because basically he's what ties this entire story together between all of these characters, so that would have been cool. But you know, it wasn't ready at the time, so you can't release something that isn't ready. And even when he was released last week, he wasn't completely ready either. See, just the details in this map are great to me. Even if this is like in the shadows, it's great to see all these small elements. I have butterflies flying over here. And even though this isn't tied to Shurima, it just works well, I think. It's something new, and not a whole lot of players play Dominion in comparison to Summoner's Rift. So it's just cool to have this experience. And Xerath as well. He's actually really the Ascended. He has several different abilities, which are a mimic of his regular abilities, but they're just enhanced times 10. So this guy's on Kaioken. So here we get baited into it again. Instead of going for the objective, we're going for team fights again and for kills, which is kind of fun because that really solidifies what makes this game fun. Oh, we actually end up winning this. Okay, I didn't remember that, but yeah, this is great too. You get a visual representation of you as a team actually ascending and your characters become all sparkly. And just works well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had fun. If you did, hit the subscribe button or click on the annotation to view the next part.